So we work basically on two main pillars. We want to be a catalyst for innovative public and private projects that are addressing two main topics. The first one is supporting startup and SMEs that develop innovative and green solution in France. And we do that through a national network of startups incubator. And the second pillar is on AI and data at the service of ecological transition. Can we switch to the next one, please? Thank you very much. So I will say a few words on artificial intelligence impacts on the environment. So because this is a topic that we work on since a few years now, and what the message that we want to convey is that not all innovation are inherently sustainable. We must ensure that the technologies we use are themselves sustainable and aligned with planetary boundaries. And artificial intelligence, in particular, comes with both promises and risks. And it can accelerate, of course, progress on marine protection, forecasting, adaptation. However, as you may know, it also has a real environmental footprint via data centers, infrastructures, and energy consumption. So what we want to do is really to help us understand complex ecosystem, forecast risk, and optimize solutions. But its environmental cost has to be evaluated. Just to give you a few key numbers on this, today the electricity consumption demand, for data centers is really expected to more than double by 2030, and this will be largely driven by artificial intelligence, and it will exceed the total consumption of a country like Japan. So to give you an idea. And also, if we talk about the training models, we know that training a single large AI model can emit more than 1,000 tons of CO2, which is the equivalent approximately of 500 European cars running in 1 year. So these figures really remind us that not all innovations are sustainable by default, and we must develop and use AI according to three principles. We think the first one is to really deploy AI only where it brings genuine environmental and social value. The second principle is really to minimize its own ecological footprints. And the third principle is to ensure that it serves the common good, particularly for vulnerable communities and ecosystem. I think we can switch to the next slides, please. Thank you very much. Is it working to switch on the next slide? I'm still seeing the AI impact on environment for now. Now I cannot see any slides anymore. If you want, I can share my screen if it's easier. Please just let me know what works best for you. I'm gonna try to maybe share my presentation if you want. Just
yes, I'm here again. Sorry for this technical issue.
That's okay. Do you want me to share my screen? Maybe it's
No,
easier for you.
it's okay.
Okay.
I'll just do this.
If
Here
you
we go
want,
again.
I can just go on and.
Yeah, I think the slides is appearing now.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. Sorry. So I was just yes. So what I wanted to tell you about, I spoke about the environmental impact of AI, and for that reason, we at the French Ministry of Ecological Transition worked on several projects. One of which is a general reference framework for what we call frugal AI. And this is the first document in the world, which is the result of 6 months' work with more than 150 contributors from businesses, research association, government agencies. And this reference framework is actually offering all players in the digital services sector a voluntary reference framework for assessing the environmental impact of AI across several impact categories, and lists also the best practices that can be implemented by organizations to reduce their impact. So what we mean by frugal AI is an AI that is based on three key environmental pillars. The first one is assessment of the relevance of AI compared to other solutions. The second pillar is environmental assessment and implementation of best practices when we use AI. And the third pillar is to have use cases respecting planetary boundaries, taking into account resource constraints that are prioritized. So basically, this reference framework was launched by France and is currently under a process of normalization at the European scale within what we call the European Committee of Normalization, which is called the CEN. And the goal of this initiative is really to first extend the standardization's objectives that are already developed, extend them to the European level. Second, to develop guidelines and metrics to assess and reduce environmental impact of AI. And third, to support transparent reporting and energy resource efficiency in AI life cycle. So to spread these initiatives, we created the Sustainable AI Coalition, which I will speak in the next slides. If we can switch to the next one, please. Great, thank you very much. As I was saying, the Sustainable AI Coalition, its goal is really to spread the initiatives that are already existing around the world on this topic. And we want to create an international community on this topic. And that's why this coalition was launched at the AI Action Summit last February, together with the United Nations Environmental Programme and the International Telecommunication Union. So we developed a shared vision with the stakeholders of this coalition. The first one is using AI for the environment, is what we call AI for green. It means that we want to harness AI for the benefits of local and global environments. So in a concrete manner, it means using AI in various fields of the ecological transition. It could be, of course, for marine protection, coastal resilience, because we are in the theme of UNOC, of course, but it could be also AI to serve to fight against deforestation and fire within the forests, etc. The second pillar is green AI. So I told you about the environmental impact of AI and the standardization methods that we are working on. So basically, the goal is really to reduce AI environmental footprint. And the third pillar is really to have a coalition based on a collaborative and open community. So we want really to put forward all the open and international and multi-stakeholder initiatives that are existing in the world on the topic of AI for green and green AI. So how do we do this? To implement this vision, we act on three domains, which are presented in the next slides. If we can switch, please. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Great. So this is a global community of stakeholders that want to bring and contribute to aligning AI development with goals, with sustainable development goals. So we provide three areas of action. The first one is engagement. So we really want to connect stakeholders that work on AI and environmental data. And for example, within the UNOC conference, we launched a new vertical, which is called AI and Ocean, which is basically the goal is to gather initiatives that work on ocean protection and coastal resilience. And the goal of the coalition would be to link these actors together to identify synergies and how we can first map all these initiatives and then identify who needs to be connected with who. And there is a great need also to connect AI and data generalists organization with more specific organization that work on ocean protection or deforestation and that want to use AI in their solution. So we identify and connect stakeholders. The second pillar is, I told you a little bit about it, but we are pulling initiatives from all around the world and we put them forward in our website. So we call that the Initiative Hub. The goal is really to put forward these international and open initiatives that are existing on these themes. And the third pillar is really communication, and we push these themes at the international scene. Just to give you an example, for the AI Action Summit, it was the first time in the world that we spoke about environmental impact of AI within an international summit. So we really want to push this theme at the international scale within international conferences. For example, at UNOC, we launched the Sustainable AI and Ocean Vertical. Yesterday, our minister announced this new vertical. We will have the AI for Good conference that will take place in Geneva in July, and also the United Nations Annual Conference. And we'll try also to have a side event on sustainable AI at the next COP. And I think we can switch to the next slides, please. Thank you. This is just to give you an idea of all the members that we already have. So I haven't said it yet, but this community is voluntary. It's voluntary based. It brings together more than 170 actors. We really want to have a variety of organizations. So we have governments, companies, researchers, civil society, all committed to align artificial intelligence with environmental goals. And we want to connect expertise across sectors and countries. And this coalition really aims at fostering collaboration, helps identify promising use cases, link stakeholders with impact investors, because we also have investors that are members, and map these international initiatives. The goal also is really to have all the value chain of actors that are working on AI, to have a consistency also in the action that we lead. So we have key members like IBM, Lenovo, NVIDIA, Veolia, etc. And we also have research institutes, as I said, and government supporters, which is quite important as well, because it's a way also to spread this message through governments. And I think I'm going to stop here. I don't have any slides anymore, I think.
No, we don't have any more slides.
Great.
So thanks a lot, Claire, for this presentation. And we are really interested in this collation, as we are in EMAM working on AI from the start. We have started in our new branch in Cario. We have started in investing in AI and building a small community in Egypt about AI, and our core is about climate change and environmental sustainability. But we moved to AI as it's a global trend, and it's the new features that we have to use to help the world. So thanks again, Claire, for this presentation, and we can start with Dr. Mustafa Abbas, EU Climate Pact Ambassador and the President of Euromedia's Federation. Dr. Mustafa?
Thank you, Mohammed. Okay. First slide, please.
I'm so sorry, I will have to leave you. I'm really sorry. I have a train to catch, but thank you very much for the opportunity, and feel free to give my contact information if participants are interested in joining the coalition. And thank you for EMAM as a new member of the coalition. We are really happy to be working together in the future.
Thank you. Okay, we will start now. According to my background, working with young people on European level and the Euro-Mediterranean level as well, I represent an umbrella organization called the Euro-Mediterranean Federation, the headquarters in Berlin. I'm originally Egyptian, and I moved to Berlin 12 years ago. And via our experience in non-formal education, we figured out that ocean education needs to be changed. Young people knows the ocean as a distant threat or touristic destination only, and they don't know the living system connected to their future. And it's not only future, it's also current situation and the present, especially in the global south, and in marine education absent and or outdated or out of reach. Global south, it means also the south of the Mediterranean, this all north coast of North Africa. And if we want really to just reach climate solution, we must start with access to knowledge. And access to knowledge, it means access to knowledge to young people. Next, please. Thank you. Okay. Where AI enters the story, artificial intelligence itself, it's not a solution. From my point of view, it's a tool, and it means to connect, to translate, and to scale. AI can make marine science accessible in multiple languages, or to turn raw data into meaningful real-time stories, or to personalize it, to personalize learning for young people with different needs and contexts, or to enable to young people not to just to learn, but also to contribute by detecting waste or mapping coastlines or simulating policies or simulation games. Next, please. What engagement looks like today and what it could be. Right now, ocean education is often passive. It's via textbooks or video or silly lectures, forgettable all the time, because young people looks to it in a silly way. But with the right tool, we can shift from knowing about the ocean to acting for it. This is the goal, not only to know about it, but what we have to act towards it. Next, please. Okay, what engagement looks like today and what it could be, I imagine now you think it's something new if you could connect it to ocean or marine education, but no, there are many initiatives or programs or tools exist already, like chatbot in Arabic and or Amazighi language. It's Berber language in North Africa, answering teenagers or students questions about Mediterranean fish stocks, as example, or VR tour about Alexandria coast erosion over the past 20 years. Also, there are many other examples, best practices. Next, please. Additionally to the other best practices I mentioned in the previous slides, also an application co-designed by students in Tunisia that tracks jellyfish migration linked to warming waters. And as I said before, it's not the future; it exists already, and this tool already accessible, but unfortunately not for young people. As example two, in Alexandria, we have one or two programs for young people, but it's not accessible for everybody. All the time it's overbooked, and only it's accessible during summer only, summer holidays. Next, please. Bringing gaps beyond technology. The steps of this vision from becoming reality, it's not bandwidth or budget, it's deeper. Often, ocean education is built around Western paradigm. Young people as well rarely involved in designing these systems, and open access and transparency are still rare. Next, please. Okay, a mission grounded in practice. As I mentioned before, I present the Euro-Mediterranean Youth Organization and the federation based in Berlin, and we are working in many programs and projects. And in practice, we have many projects, but here I would like to present with you only two initiatives. One called the Gegen. It's a serious game for education for young people. It's brought together to brought digital storytelling into youth-led sustainable education. Also another platform, it's a booking platform called Desert Week. And we built a platform connecting environmental awareness with livelihoods. And the common thread, giving tool to young people to understand and influence the system they live in. And now we would like also to establish ocean education, and it will be the next frontier. Next, please. As I said, I represent the Euro-Mediterranean Youth Federation, and it's part of us. It's the Mediterranean and the global South perspective, and countries like Egypt, Tunisia, Palestine, marine degradation, it's visible, polluted beaches, vanishing fish, rising tides, but most young people growing up in these areas have never had a proper ocean science classes. Next, please. Thank you. So, what if we trained the local youth leaders to run AI-powered marine learning clubs, or build a Mediterranean network of blue schools using low-cost tech, and or create a policy-backed platform for youth to feed the data into national ocean plans. All these are just ideas, and we would like to invest more in people, and not just to have more platforms or tools. We would like to more with grassroots and with young people on local societies. Next, please. What I'm calling for is not here to celebrate AI, but also to shape it to be more responsible and to equip young people in vulnerable coastal zones with AI-based ocean education, and to design tools that don't extract data but build power and agency. Also to integrate youth into decision making, from curriculums design to governance panels, and also maybe to have also advisory boards from young people. Next, please. From my perspective, we will not save oceans with codes or platforms or these mobile applications, but might be putting it in the right tools and right hands, with trust, with vision, and with humility. And here I don't ask how smart is AI, but let's talk about whose voice is amplified, whose future is protected, and whose knowledge leads the way. And from this perspective, we would like to empower young people more, and to give them the knowledge and the tools, and to involve them and to empower them in decision making. I think this is the last one. Next, please. And if you have any question, you are welcome to ask. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Mustafa, for this incredible presentation, and thanks for sharing this incredible information with us. And if anyone have any question to Dr. Mustafa, can raise his hand.
I think the majority here, or maybe all, are Egyptians. They speak Arabic, and maybe they prefer to speak in Arabic. If you have a question in Arabic, feel free as well. And they can translate later to the English speakers.
Yes, it's all translated and transcribed if the anyone needs transcript. Okay, so we can move forward. Thanks a lot, Dr. Mustafa.
Thank
Next, we are going to be with Dr. Bigad Haitham and a global technology and international development researcher at Arizona University State. So, Dr. Bigad, is the video is working with you, or it is not presenting? Please, technical support, Aiz Abdurrahman. Is the videos working or it is not working?
No, it's not.
It is not working from my slides
Yes.
now.
Yes, but
Okay, we can share it. So
there is no voice.
can we move to Mr. Abdul Qadir till we solve this technical issue? Mr. Abdul Qadir is with us.
Yes, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I'm trying to open the camera, but it's not allowed. I don't know why.
Well, give me 1 minute. You can open it now. If you are facing a problem, or you can share the presentation.
Yes, I will start sharing. Okay, can you see the presentation now?
Yes, yes.
I'm trying to open the camera, but it's still not working.
Maybe it's a permissions problem.
Okay, so let it be. Firstly, I'm totally thanking you for giving me this opportunity, for EMAM Foundation, and for all the attendance, for your time and efforts. First of all, my name is Abdelkader Al Khaliji. I'm the co-founder of a social enterprise, an Egyptian social enterprise called Banlastic Egypt, which was like launched at 2018 in Alexandria, Egypt, with a main goal to raise the environmental awareness towards different and various environmental topics and environmental problems and threats in the Egyptian society, like plastic pollution, marine litter, especially plastic pollution and marine litter, since they are a great threat in in one of the in a kind of a big coastal city like Alexandria. In parallel with to this, like as you see, developing products and communicating with decision makers, and also raising the awareness through social media channels, different social media channels. Let's go to the in-depth, which is related to the topic of our session today. Last January, we had the opportunity also to go in depth in the field of the research, to host a research. Actually, it's a research paper. It was like a collaboration between Banlastic and another Greek social enterprise called IC, who are very active and working so hard in the field of the marine conservation and the marine biodiversity and marine research in the most of the Greek coasts, Mediterranean coast for sure. So this was like the first of a kind to enter this field, the research field, and actually we had a very fruitful research paper and very fruitful ideas. So first of all, we started by focusing on a local port in Alexandria called El Max, which is a very popular one and a very ancient port in Alexandria. Through highlighting this, or through focusing on this port, we started by meeting fishermen in this district and in this port, and also in these markets, since we targeted the fishing ports and the surrounding fishing markets. We had a lot of interviews, long interviews. Actually, it's the research took like a 4 full day of work, of a field work, but it was like written and drafted. It took about months to be written and drafted and also published, and I will share with you the publications at the end of the presentation. So as you see, we succeeded to interview about 9 fishermen from various backgrounds and various ages, and we noticed that most of them are having another jobs and just practicing fishing for their as a hobby, or as a kind of a luxury, or a hobby. It's not luxury since they like it, but they inherited from their families and grandfathers and so on. But because it's not like financial wise, it's not like sustainable, or it's not it faces a lot of threats. That's why they go for new jobs, especially for the young generations. Through our interviews with the fishermen, we succeeded also to understand their perceptions, and through forwarding direct and indirect questions to ask about the threats and the things that they may feel that they are threatening their jobs, their future, the future generations, and the future also situation of this district and this port. As you see, most of them agreed that the water pollution that comes of the runoff water and the sewage water in the sea is the most threatening thing, as they notice through their trips in the sea. Also, the coastal development, I mean that the national development, which is commercial based more, and I mean the kind of the development that doesn't take the situation and like the living situation of these local communities, which by the way, we can't call it sustainable, because the sustainable development should have or take into consideration the economic, the social, and the aspects. We also entered the debate or the conversation about the marine litter, and tried to to know from the fishermen, does the marine litter really threatens the environment there, or it's just like words that we usually hear in the social media, we had a very popular situation in Alexandria in 2017, when there were a lot of jellyfish in the coast of Alexandria, and the issue that was then, that the Hello. Hello.
Yes, we had a problem with the connection.
Do you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
And can you see the slides?
Yes, it's appealing.
So where did I stop during the first before cutting in this slide, or this one?
In this
The
after.
So
Yes.
I mentioned also that they not only agreed that the marine litter and the plastic pollution causes or threatens some kinds and some types of fish. they also most of them mentioned that they lose or they have some technical issues in their motors in boats because of marine litter, which is which comes with a high cost for fixing these motors, and which totally affect them financially for surviving and for completing their practices. And as you see also, they mentioned, or we made like an assumption from their from their speeches that it's the average financial burden because of the engine loss may be assumed like for 440 euros. We also got in touch with some climate crisis, and we agreed with most of them, or they agreed that there is some climate crisis that affects the atmosphere, or like the forecast, so that these fishermen couldn't like assume the hot and the cold waves, which they call or we call it in Arabic al-nawa. So they couldn't be able to assume in which time will come this nawa or this wave. Because of the climate change, or because of the change of their or like the massive change in the timing of these waves, and this for sure caused them to either to enter the sea for fishing and be surprised with the wave, so it affects the crop or the fish that they take or fish, or they depend on the estimation or the assumption of them, and keep waiting for the wave without any result. Also, they mentioned, most of them mentioned that they incidentally noticed the presence of new types of fish which were not popular in this area, like the Red Sea goldfish, silver checked toadfish, which is technically it can be because of some effects of the climate crisis or climate change. Also, we go in depth with the overfishing and asked them about some practices regarding this thing, and actually they didn't deny that there is some fishermen that make overfishing, but it's not popular in that port because it's a small one. It's not like a big one, so it doesn't contain big boats or big ships for fishing ships, which is the main the main weapon or the main secret behind the overfishing. But they also didn't deny that the overfishing is one of the reasons for the reduction of fish in the ILMAX port, but there is also another more important reasons like pollution and climate crisis, the absence of strict regulations, or the presence of very strict regulations. It depends. As I mentioned, the bigger boats or the presence of bigger boats causes the overfishing. The large amount of the fishers and the large amount of nets, and the tight holes of each net, which causes fishermen to catch not only the big fish but also the small one or the baby one, which causes a very very bad threat on the biodiversity or the marine biodiversity there, or we can also the food chain in this area. Last but not least, we took like for making the matter real, and for making a real matter and a real solution, for offering solutions. Since we are a social enterprise, we should yes, we should focus on problems, but we also should offer solutions. So we got out some key proposals and key recommendations for the situation in this district. For the community, for example, the community needs like a massive support for fishing activities in order not to let the new generations to go for new jobs and to leave this important and sustainable job. Improved infrastructure also, they are bearing, or they have a lot of threats and problems about the infrastructure, which is very simple and cannot cannot be controlled in comparison to the large amount of people there. For the marine environment, our very specific key recommendations were for the authorities like the Ministry of Environment and like the Authority of Fishing to have like more environmental laws and environmental protection laws to be more applied for these fishermen and for this sport. Also, we noticed the lack of the capacity building, or the lack of some skills in within these fishermen. So they need a large work for capacity building, and this is the main role of the civil society organizations in hand with the ministry, and for sure the education. It's a big need in this area, and it should be titled and it should be highlighted correctly. At the end, as I mentioned before, this like small, or this tight research paper was published by us, Banlastic, in the collaboration with IC in Greece. And was supported by Annalyn Foundation, which is a Euromed foundation. And through this QR code, you can find the main article, which is like a 20-page article. It's not also a long one, but it has more details that I mentioned because of the time. So you can reach it here. And finally, also we as Banlastic, you can access our all social media channels through this QR code, and you can find our contacts. And I'm open for any discussions and any questions. And thanks for your good listening.
Thanks a lot, Abdelkader, and thanks for this incredible presentation and incredible topics. And if anyone have a question in Arabic or in English. If anyone have a question to Mr. Abdelkader. Okay, let's move to the next part of this session. And let's try again with Mr. Bigat.
Today we will talk about AI policies for ocean.
Is the videos is going well?
Yes, but the voices go.
Technical support.
Yes.
I will try to.
The voices.
I will try to maximize the voice.
Okay.
Yes.
Hi everyone, my name is Bigad Haitham Abdul Wahab. I'm a global technology and international development researcher at Arizona State University. Today we will talk about AI policies for ocean protection. As my colleagues mentioned, AI is playing a big role in protecting our environment and ocean. Now I would like to talk about the rules, AI policies that can help make sure AI is used safely and fairly for these important causes. The big question is, why do we need AI policies? AI is a powerful tool that it can also create problems is not used carefully. For example, AI system can use a lot of energy and resources, which could harm the environment instead of helping it. Sometimes AI may take mistakes like missing signs of pollution or unfairly ignoring certain communities. There is also risk that AI could be misused in a way that hurts nature or people. That's why we need a clear, smart tools to guide how AI is used for the environment and oceans. So it truly helps and doesn't cause any new problems. And the next question is, what should AI policies include? Good AI policies for the environment and ocean should focus on few key things. First, environmental impact. AI should not use too much energy or create extra pollution. And second, transparency. People should know how AI make decisions and what data it uses. Also, fairness. AI should treat all people and places equally and not leaving out small or less powerful communities. And of course, accountability. There should always be someone responsible if AI causes problems so mistakes can be fixed. And last thing, and most importantly, is collaboration. Tools and data should be shared so everyone, not just rich country or big companies, can use AI to protect nature. Let's look at how some places are already making these rules. For example, in Europe, the EU's AI Act says that any AI system that could harm the environment is high risk and needs strict checks before it's used. In the United Nations, companies must report how much energy and water the AI systems use and how much pollution they create. In Latin America, several countries work together using AI to watch over huge areas of ocean, helping to protect fish, turtles, and whales. And lastly, the UK and other countries are also using AI to protect biodiversity and are working to make sure these tools are available to everyone. So how do these policies help? With strong policies, AI can quickly spot pollution or illegal fishing, letting us act fast to protect nature. These rules also make sure endangered species or habitats are watched over and that all countries, even those with fewer resources, can benefit from AI. And most importantly, good policies help build trust so people know AI is being used to help the planet, not just for profit. And the most important part is what we can do. There is things that we all of us can do to help make sure AI is being used responsibly for the environment. We can support policies that make AI safe for the environment and demand transparency about how AI is being used to protect nature. Also, we should encourage the sharing of AI tools and data with everyone, especially those who need it most, like small island nations or locally conservation groups. And we can stay involved and informed because the ocean and the environment need all of us to speak up and make sure technology is used for good. At the end, AI can be a powerful force for nature, but only if we use it wisely and with the right tools. With smart policies and teamwork, we can make sure AI helps keep our ocean and planet healthy for generations to come. Thank you for listening, and you can reach me out anytime through this email and my LinkedIn account with the same name. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Bigat. Bigat is not with us now, but we thank him a lot as he recorded this for us. So we can move forward to the last topic today. And let me share my screen. So I hope the screen is now for available for you. Is the screen is good? Technical support.
Yes, it's good.
Yes, that's good. So, hello everyone. My name is Mohammed Samahi. I'm the executive director of EMAM Organization and an AI researcher at Cairo University. Today, I'm going to speak about the deep learning and its uses in marine monitoring. So, why biodiversity and marine matters? As we know, that Earth's surface, one of 71% of it is covered by water, and it has 97% of all water in the earth. It supports nearly 90% of life on the planet. And it has a vital service too. So, as the ocean produces much of more oxygens and the foods we have, maybe 15% of animal proteins globally is grabbed from ocean. And ecosystem rules also add, as we know, that the ocean produces more oxygen that we use more than the planets. And the resilience as a high biodiversity makes ecosystems stronger, and the diverse of ocean can be better withstand the changes like pollution and warming, and keep providing more resources. Uh, what is the problem of monitoring? Why we have a problem with the monitoring, and what is the challenges that faces? First of all, that the first and unknown. As we know, we only explored only less than 5% of the ocean, and the others living in like much dark and unmapped. We don't know anything about that, and the difficult environment as much we go deep in the ocean, we can explore more. We don't have the technology that enables us to investigate more in the deepest parts of the ocean, and that requires expensive chips and specialized gear. And the traditional limits, as divers and nets can disturb the habitats and are slow, counting species by hand from hours underwater video as tedious. And the big data, we need big data to make a huge data sets to generate data sets, millions of images and sounds, as it makes too large for manual analysis. So that's a big problem. That if you have a million of pictures, you can't monitor one of them one by one. You need to make an algorithm, something like that. So before we talking about algorithm, what is a deep learning? Okay, so let's make an artificial intelligence as a by example. Deep learning is a type of the artificial intelligence where a computer learns patterns from lots of data. Something like I have a lot of data and I give it to the computer and he trains about this data and knows more and more about this data. So he learns patterns from lots of data. Think like a virtual brain, like neurons. And the second definition we have today, it's neural networks. These brains have multiple layers of connected nodes, and these nodes we call it neurons that processes the informations. So early layers find simple features like shape and sounds, and later layers combine them into a complex concept. So we start with the early layers, which is simple features, and we go to later layers and it's became more complex concepts. And the last definition we have, which is learning by doing. Uh, what do you mean with learning by doing? The system is not programming with the fixed rules. And instead of that, when we use deep learning, it seems many examples and figures that out of rules and out of self. So the machine is learning by itself more and more and more and more. And we have an example after this, and AI and underwater imaging. Uh, we use AI in imaging underwater, like automated species IDs, identifiers. So AI analyzes underwater photos and videos to find and identify the marine life. For example, it can spot a fish or corals or turtles in complex scenes, which is something that we can go through by our eyes and humanize. And the faster processing, which these systems can examine thousands of images in 1 minute, and flagging and create or features for scientists to review that we have mentioned in the last slide, as we mentioned that you have millions of photos and millions of data that you can process by your brain, and you need algorithms to help you with that. And conservation mapping. What we mean with conservation mapping is like the AI can map habitats like coral reefs or coral covers, help force much faster than humans surveyors. Um, in the last decades, we have sailors that go and mapping the ocean and tell us about the new things in it. And now we are using AI for that. Example of this map, uh, which is mapping the coral reefs. I think the map is screening on the meat.
Yes, it's another screen. Yes.
Okay. In this map, it's mapping the coral reefs around the world, and it's tracking them year by year. You can find here the timeline of the changes in it. Let's move to the case example. And the EU and Australia trained an AI model on deep sea footage. It sorted maybe 2,030, 300 frames in 20 minutes, which I think is like a job that took humans 3 months. And the accuracy is too important in this, as the AI learned to label corals and rubble and sand and rocks with a 90% accuracy. This means scientists to get reliable results quickly. Next, we are talking about AI and monitoring again, and ocean sounds. Many marine animals, whales, dolphins, some fishes communicate uh, with voices with a long distance underwater that we can't hear with our ears, but the machines can do. Sound classifications. AI listen to recordings from underwater microphones or hydrophones and learns to recognize speeches by their sound, maybe some types of whales, some types of dolphins, real-time alerts. which helps more and more in the coastal conservations and coastal reefs, which trained models can process streams of audio and instantly flag a whale song or boat noise. Scientists can be alerted in real time if, say, an endangered whale is nearby, a sailor is fishing some whale which is endangered. Examples, the researchers have taught AI to understand humpback whale songs from sperm whale clicks. Next, we have a case study for AI for whale conservation, and in this study, we got predicting whale hotspots. Rogers researchers created an AI tool that learns from whale sightings and ocean data to make whale probability maps that's make an accurate map for whale locations in the 30, 60 days of the year, avoiding conditions. This helps the ships steer clear of whales. Critically endangered North Atlantic right whale, only 370, about 360 remains. And data fusion, the AI combines satellites tracking, acoustic detection, and environmental factors like water temperature to forecast where whales are likely to be. And conservation planning. By predicting where the whales concrete, regulators can set safe shipping lines and seasonal protection. This data-driven approach informs better policies and wind farm placements. Thanks a lot for you all. This is my email. You can reach me anytime, and you can find me on LinkedIn with the same name too. If anyone have any question, I am with you. You can raise your hand, and I am open for all questions you have. Does anyone have any question? Thanks you all. Thanks for being here. We will take a picture for all of us. So if you are able to open a camera, so we can take a photo of us. Thanks a lot for Claire. Thanks a lot for French government. Thanks a lot for Dr. Mustafa Abbas. Thanks a lot for Mr. Abdelkader. Thanks a lot for you all for attending. We are going to take a picture for all of us. So, second. Okay. Are you all ready? Okay. Let's 3, 2, 1.
Mohammed, just a suggestion. If you can go back to the original poster of the event, maybe we can take a picture when it's already on the screen.
Of course. Let me back to it. Yes. So it's appearing now. Hello, Abdelkader, the camera is working now. Okay, so we can take the photo now. Support to be with us in this photo. So 3, 2, and 1. So thanks you all. Thanks for being here, and thanks a lot again for being here. Thanks, Dr. Mustafa. Thanks, Sonia. Thanks, Abdelkader. Thanks again for Claire and Alexandra. I think Alexandra is here. So thanks a lot for you all for attending. And if you have any question, you can be with us through our social media or our website. I will say the website here to the chat. This is our website, so you can contact with us anytime, and you will find our channel, so you can join it and be in a connection with us. Thanks for you all again, and I hope we meet again in the near future. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.